can have fun.
Oh shit. Better than LSD. Let's see if I can do this one. There's another build I'm working on. I'll explain to you guys how I do it. So I get a gateway right away. And then I send this one off. This one. Then quickly go over here. You don't want to get denied.
They're attacking our cute little probes. Not the probes. Our pylon's under attack. They're attacking our cute little probes. Hey, they're attacking our base. Pylon is being roughed up.
Glory to the Daylong. Combat awaits.
I am here in the shadows. State thy bidding. Very well. We are cold is the void. I am here in the shadows. You require my... I am the voice of the eclipse. Cold, you require me. State thy... State thy bidding. I am the heart of darkness. For the reckoning. We are one with... I am the voice of the... I am...
And they're out of here.
We are one with the shut. You require my skills. We move on. I am here in the shadows.
I'll show you guys how this build works. GG. Okay. So. Okay. You got a PVT, right? The way this works is you get a pylon. Send this probe right away, right? Just right away. You gotta send it right away. And then same thing right here. Get your gateway right when the pylon goes up, right? Keeping everything standard. And then this one, after the gateway, you send a probe out. And the probe has to go around here. And then right here you get the pylon. And then you make another pylon. And then you run over here because you don't want, if you wait too long, the Terran will come up and make a supply depot. Right, so you want to run in there. Whoop. And then now you can bug them, stay in there, whatever you want to do. During that time, your other probe is going to slide right in. Oh, Bezos. No. Bezos?
Hey, sweetie, lol.
Bezos loves cock. Kisses. Loves cock. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the sub, my friend. Oh man. 3 months straight. Oh, Bezos. Alright, so there's 2 pylons here. The reason why there's 2 pylons here is because what we're gonna see, which is what we probably saw already. Let's get that little, get a little yellow, mellow yellow. All right, so we got a pylon right here. What does this do? Well, that allows you to cancel the chance of a Terran making a command center right here. Why don't we want the command center right there? Because the command center, as it's being built, you have a little SCV that repairs it and goes this way, it goes that way. And so because it has a little extra sight, the SCV does, the SCV will possibly at times catch that you have a gateway, right? Because you're going to make 2 gateways, this one and this one. So there's a chance that through all the movement sometimes where it's at, it's going to catch that you have a gateway. Then they're going to be like, ah, attack, attack, right? So the way we do it is we deny the command center to be over here. And so what happens is if you make this pylon, they're no longer able to make it right there. Where they're going to make it is like right here or down here somewhere, right at the bottom. So because it's down here or right here, well, there's no way you're able to see that there's gateways back here. And so, and then the reason why you normally don't look at those, you know, little eyeballs, you don't look that direction is because there's something going on in your base, right? The Terran's like, there's something in the Terran's base. You know, another probe, a pesky probe making a pylon and a gateway. What is that? You know, it's like, so right here, there he goes. Look, it's like little. And he's like, oh, there's a pylon coming up. Our attention is to the pylon, right? And so then you're like, oh shoot, the gateway's right there. Now the probe's gonna try to live. And you're like, okay, cool, I got this. All I gotta do is kill the probe and the pylon. So now you're stuck with, oh, I was gonna make the pylon again and my gateway can go up, right? Oh, you killed all my hopes and dreams, you damn Terran. And he feels good, right? So what we're doing here mentally is like, say, this is his ego. You're like, oh, you're way better than me. You're so awesome, ego of his. Oh man, you're gonna destroy me, aren't you? You know, you just kind of like, you know, just pet the ego, just feed it, you know, give him a little pedigree, and just like, oh, you're good. Because what happens then, the ego just goes, oh yeah, I'm like really ahead. And so, oh, this pylon too, oh, he's gonna lose that pylon with my command center, he's already behind, and then I'll be able to macro behind it and beat him. Right, usually that's the case. So he's gonna go work on this. He knows he's ahead, or he feels like he's ahead. And it's like, he's like, oh, okay, cool. He canceled the gateway. and he wants money to try to, you know, get out of this situation. And he's like, oh, let me kill his supply depot. Let me kill his supply and take this out at the same time to start mining and not lose much time. Now, I usually try to make sure that I come in before the pylon dies so that I can use the pylon for the battery shields. Right? So, you know, you got the... You get the pylon right here. You gotta make sure that doesn't die. If it does die, it's okay. You can go attack, come back, and you got the battery shield right here to fall back from to. This one right here is really good that you don't have to make it. So you just come in, attack them, and then get your battery shields up real quick. Now, what's gonna happen is that they're not gonna have a bunker, right? Usually they're not gonna have a bunker up here. There's gonna happen. Usually there's a bunker right here. They'll start making the bunker and the command center at the same time over here. They're not gonna make it over here. The reason why they're not gonna make it over here is because they just denied something that they consider you cheesing and you losing in that cheese because you're so behind now for trying to cheese. And because you're behind, I technically am not supposed to worry about like an early zealot or like a quick stalker where I need the bunker. Since I'm going for the macro, I need the low bunker, right? The low ground bunker, not the high ground. The high ground's for the early watch for the zealot or something while I'm you know. So because of that, there's no bunker right here because they were worried. They're not worried anymore because they just denied your gateway pylon, whatever that was. You know, for me it was a distraction to them, and so no bunker means that my stalkers can get up the ramp and start tearing up everything without having to worry about like a bunker here just shooting things while you're up there getting stuck in between the supply can't get in. So yeah, that's what that's for. So boom, pylon's almost dead. Also make sure you kill this SCV so that this command center doesn't come up. Right, so it's like, oh shit, no bunker. Now the reason why you get battery shields is because you need to get you need to try to get more stalkers because you're gonna be facing cyclones sometimes. Sometimes you face cyclones, sometimes you face tanks. It really just depends. If you face tanks, then you can just kill off the supply depots, kill off some units by that time, and then pull back a little bit. And then get an expo, and then go into air or whatever you want to do, you know. So that's how this is supposed to work out. Well, he can't kill your probes for Reapers because the first thing you do is the first thing you do is you get a adept. You get your adept at the main base for the Reaper. So the Reaper can't kill your workers if the Reaper decides to go over there. You see? Good question. Good question. That username is allowed? Why? Whose username is it?